talked about congressional races in the country is here in Illinois. They're fighting for control over the 13th district.
Tonight, the two candidates went head-to-head for the final time before Election Day. WCIA 3's Raquel Martin is live in Normal. So, Raquel, this was Betsy Dirksen-Londrigan and Congressman Rodney Davis's fourth debate. What was their final message to voters?
Well, tonight we saw that voters really have a clear choice here. Now, it all comes down to what direction do you believe the country is going in? Londrigan says send her to D.C. to stand up to the Trump administration, while Davis says send him back so that he and the Trump administration can finish what they've accomplished. He again praised economic growth and record unemployment. He thinks the GOP-backed tax cuts. Now, she pressed hard on health care. Those are the candidate's staple agenda items, issues they starkly disagree on. Londrigan calls the tax cuts a scam, and Davis repeatedly told the audience Londrigan is lying about his record on health care. Londrigan says Davis won't protect pre-existing conditions, and at one point she read a Washington Post fact-checked article that called Davis out for misleading voters. He called the fact checks biased.
We don't need the Washington Post fact checker, who's obviously politically biased, to come back and say, you know what? We know what your intent was when writing that. He didn't know my intent, and neither does my opponent.
All of them lying? I don't think so. Do they all have a political bent? I don't think so. The facts are the facts, and you've been checked.
Now, the two also differed on gun control. Both are pro-Second Amendment candidates, but Londrigan says Davis has failed to get universal background checks passed. When it comes to the most recent violent attacks, both agreed leaders need to simmer down their language, but neither blamed Trump for the attacks. Still, health care could be a deciding factor between the two, and at this point, it all comes down to which candidate do you believe? Now, both have been bringing in some D.C. heavyweights to back them in this last day. We saw Cheri Bustos come to Springfield, and Marco Rubio came down and lent a speech out to Davis after the debate. Now, the entire country is definitely going to be watching this tight race, and come next Tuesday, voters will finally get their chance to weigh in. For now, live and Normal, Raquel Martin, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Raquel, thanks. It'll certainly be a race to watch.